Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Tim Farnham with Black Label Real Estate, and this is your Monday morning market update. I'm Tim Farnham with Black Label Real Estate, and this is your Monday morning market update. If you're new to the channel and you want to know what's going on in the San Francisco housing market, then make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notify button so that you'll be the first to know when the new market data comes out. All right, so here we are. We are at the end of September, and things are definitely shifting in the market. Over the last few weeks, we have seen a lot more listings hit the market than usual, especially when we consider the season. We don't see a lot of new home sales, at the middle of fall here. But we're seeing some interesting, very interesting data come in. A lot of people have decided that now they want to sell their home. So I'm going to show you what that looks like across all of the different market segments. So here we go. Let's just get into it. This is what we're looking at right now. The inventory has gone up decidedly since the beginning of September. We were sitting at just around 1,000 homes on the market, which is very normal, seasonally considering. And then look what happened over these past couple of weeks. All of a sudden, we saw this huge jump in inventory. We now have over 1,400 homes on the market here in San Francisco. And look at what's happening here. Again, the new homes are actually going up. We're actually at the same rate as what we are seeing, in the summer, which is definitely unexpected given the season, but that really is showing us that people have now decided that they think maybe we've hit the top of the market, so maybe now's the time to start selling. So anyway, we'll get more into the data here. We like to talk about absorption rate as realtors, and because everybody wants to know, is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? What's going on? And again, you can say what you want about the inventory going up, or days on market, but this is what it really comes down to. Is it a buyer's market or a seller's market? We're still seeing that we're still kind of in a seller's market, in that all of the absorption rates are well above this magical 20% line that basically says it's still a seller's market. And again, buyer's market is typically below 15%. So we're still kind of in that seller's market. We are just seeing a lot more volume. So let's check it out. Here we are. We're in the condo market again. In this under $1 million market, we have 411 homes on the market right now. That is definitely a record for the year. But let's look at absorption rate. We're still at 23%, showing that we're actually still kind of in a seller's market. Days on market is only 45 days. Again, that's a month and a half. Usually we like to see it about 3 months. So even though, over the last year or two, that seems like a high number, when you look at the long term, that's actually not a really high number. In the over $1 million category, we have 575. Again, that's a huge jump, up 75 from last week. But again, let's come down here. Look at absorption rate. We're at 26%. So it has been declining. We are seeing this number shrink, but it's not moving terribly fast. Let's look in the single family home market right now. We got 58 on the market in the under $1 million category. We had no price increases. We did have a few price reductions. Pendings are, we're a little bit, just a tiny bit down from last week. Closed listings were at the same from last week. Absorption rate, here's the big one, 37%. So that means a third of the homes that hit the market are gone within a month. That's still a pretty good number. Days on market is still at 27. So again, well shy of that 3-month, 90-day mark. That really shows that we are in a buyer's market. New listing price to sale price, again, 97%, not much of a change. Definitely, something to keep an eye on, but you're definitely not getting a good deal on those finished homes that just hit the market. Those are still going for about list price. Let's look at the $1 to $2 million segment. Again, we're at 206 homes on the market, up by 16. Not a big movement, but it is a positive movement in a time where we expect a negative movement. New homes up to 44. Again, that's a big number, even up 9 from last week. Back on markets at 5. So we are seeing some homes, go contingent. Buyers are, snatched them up and then getting the inspections and deciding that they're not going to do it. Again, absorption rate here, we're at 60%, and this is huge. And this is because look at this days on market. We're only at 18 days. And what that typically means is you got two open homes, so 2 weekends, and then it's gone. So again, we're still seeing a lot of activity. We're seeing a lot of people snatch up these homes that are in the $1 to $2 million segment. And the sales price to list price is still at 112%. So in that segment, the $1 to $2 million segment, still going above list price when it hits the market. Now let's look at the luxury home market. Homes available, we're at 69. Again, this is a record for the year so far. New homes were at 16. Again, that's up from last week. It's kind of been steady going back up. Back on market, 2, not a big number. Price increases 3. Actually, that's a little surprising that we are seeing some price increases, but that happens. Sometimes they're just priced a little too low and you get too many offers on the first weekend, so prices go up. Closed listings, we had 11. Again, that's about the same as last week, not that big of a deal, but here it is. Check this out. Absorption is at 60%. Again, meaning if 100 homes hit the market, within 1 month, 60 of those are going away. Days on market, we're at 17 again, in 2 weekends, and they are off the market. This is still very hot in this $1 to $3 million segment, still very hot. Absorption rate is still in the roughly 60. So, it's still not even close to being a buyer's market in that segment. And this also shows it too. The new listing price to sell price is still at 117% of list price. These prices are not going down. We are just having more inventory and, believe it or not, more buyers. A lot of people thought that the boost in interest rates would slow down a lot of these, but again, in the $1 to $2 million the $1 to $3 million segment, you're still seeing a lot of these buyers who do have a lot of money, do have a lot of means, do have a huge down payment, buying a lot of these with stocks and stuff like that. So the interest rate really didn't affect them as much as it did in that under $1 million segment, where a lot of people are getting conventional loans and first-time home buyer loans. Let's look in the over $3 million segment. This is our ultra luxury segment. Homes, again, up by quite a bit. We had 105 on the market as of this morning. New homes is at 13. So that's, it's about the same. So we're not seeing a whole lot of new listings over the past couple weeks, but it's up there. Absorption rate 27%. So we are seeing a little bit of a slowdown, but again, days on market is still 21 days. So that's still only 3 weeks. That's still very low. Again, still not even close to being a buyer's market. Also, check this out. New listing price to sales price. We're still at 108%. Again, not a buyer's market. We are still in this seller's market where they're still commanding a very high price and the homes are going off the market very fast. And here we are. Let's look at the buyer indicators. So this is the one where, up here on this orange line, we are seeing the price reductions. And what we did see was a lot of price reductions in these lower price ranges, in the under $1 million, both in the single family homes and the condos. That is where we are seeing a lot of price reductions. And also, to be more specific, most of these are in the condos. So, right now, single family homes still hot, but a lot of condo buyers are trying to sell, and a lot of them are trying to get into these single family homes, which is causing that segment to rise a lot. So that's where we're at this week. in the San Francisco real estate market. Thank you for tuning in. If you are thinking about getting into the housing market, feel free to drop me a line. My contact information is in the description below. I would love to go in more detail with you about what's going on, maybe show you a few homes, and maybe show you a few neighborhoods too. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you found it educational. Have a great week.